Hey guys and gals, how you doing? How are you doing? Welcome back, welcome back. Thank you for hitting that play button. Let's go! Turn it up, turn it up. I love it. You know I love it. Appreciate you being here. Let's go. Just a quick test to make sure you guys can hear me. Hold up. Go! Turn it. Sounds like it to me. That's good. I'm just gonna have to pay attention. I'm a little worried about my mic cutting out now. Sucks. All right, we're gonna get right into this, guys. Hopefully you have Unity Hub installed. Hopefully. Run it, just run it on the regular. What I mean is, don't run it as administrator. Okay, gotta run it on the regular. Let's go. You guys excited? I am. Oh yes. Turn it up. Okay, start your 3D engines. Let's go. So the first thing we're gonna do, okay, what do I have going on here? Okay, that's my installs. No project, so let's create a new project. Okay, let's start there. Make a course folder and a new project. So, I mean, for me, folders, I'm kind of a little bit more anal about stuff like that. I don't just, I mean, you could create a folder on your desktop if you want. That's fine. It's up to you. You do you. I got a dev folder under C. So, and then I have two folders. One's called Unity Projects and the other's called Visual Studio Projects. Okay? And then I kind of have it organized. Now, if you're doing the learn.unity.com projects, which we're kind of doing here, but we're not really watching the videos. We're just doing it. We're going for it. So I got a folder called 2D projects and 3D projects. Okay. And then you can actually save your own custom layout. We'll get to that eventually. And then you're going to be downloading some zip files too. Okay. I don't need that one anymore. Just keep them as zip. So you're going to be downloading as well. So you guys could copy my file system. It's up to you. You do you. You do you. All right. Okay, so I already have a folder place where I want it to be. So so to open one, you could just click add, right? If you already have one, that's for the future. But obviously, we're pretending that you're starting a new project. Okay. And we're going to begin with, what are we beginning with? A new 3D template. Samples, core, all templates. I think I went with, I can't really recall, but you can see all the different ones here. Hopefully I picked the right one. So, select new project. Okay. Use one of the supported versions. Yeah, we got that. Long-term support. Select the 3D template. Okay. I don't see. See, the thing is it depends on the version you have. Okay. Don't want this one. Built-in render pipeline. It has pipes, kind of like Mario stuff, I believe. I can't. Core. Which one did I? Learning. That's 2D sample. Universal 3D sample. Is that what they mean? No, that's not template. They don't have template in here anymore. What's a sample about? These 4 environments showcase the blah 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 blah. I think I did pick this one here. Yeah, it's just a plain empty project. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, I'm getting with the program here, guys. Okay, so that's what you want to do. The other one is, if you look, it looks like they have environment backgrounds. They are samples. Okay, so in the future, if you want to check it out, I mean, grind it out first. You want to kind of learn the program and such first, right? So that's key. We're doing a 3D build, guys. Okay, so we're gonna call the project, I don't know. We're just gonna call it 3D engines. Now, just like Visual Studio, the naming convention, especially in in your file system, like File Explorer, you don't want any spaces. Okay. So, like, I know Visual Studio's a little finicky with that. Your file folder names, the path, no spaces in any of them. Okay, you don't want any spaces. All right. So when it comes to like coding and working in Visual Studio and just programming in general, I just recommend no spaces in your file names, in your project names, in your file folder names, your path. Okay, I hope you understand. All right, I'm not sure where it's creating it, but here we go. I didn't really check the path. I should have, but I mean, I've already started a couple of projects practicing, and I mean, for me, software is software. I've used a lot of different software over the years, so I have no problems learning new software. Okay, that's just me, guys. All right, some people may take longer, some people may need their handheld. That's fine. Okay. In my younger days, I was using AutoCAD software. I had to learn StruCAD software. That's structural design. Obviously, you know, you have your Windows applications. Like, it's no different. I don't know. Word. I mean, that's software you gotta learn. Excel, that's software you gotta learn. You know, to me, software is software. It's like I can jump on any new application or program, and you know, it may take a couple of weeks grinding at it, but I'll get going not too bad. Okay, just like riding a bike. All right, there we go. So we have an empty project. It's called sample scene. Okay, now we're gonna delete this, right? It's got nothing. It's a blank. It gives you a camera and it gives you directional light, which you need. It's kind of like I did when I was in college. We were doing some I can't remember what we were using, but similar what I was using. Anyways, I don't mean to get on a tangent. Let's stay focused. Okay, so you get a camera. It's positioned randomly. I'm gonna try to explain this the best I can, help you guys out. Okay, so as you can see, I'm clicking camera, and then I get a little camera view here. Okay, I should be on my layout. This is kind of my layout. I created a layout. You can create your own custom layouts. So what that means is I could click these different layouts up here. Guys, they have built-in layouts for you. Now, it's your own preference what you want to use. Okay? You could have the different views, different perspectives while you're designing. Back to default. This is kind of what it looks like when you start, brand new. Okay, we're just getting familiar with the layout. All right, let's do that first. Okay? Now, right off the top, guys, don't let all this scare you. If you learn software, you shouldn't have a problem. Right here is like your file system, okay? Right? It's no different than working with your file explorer. Okay? This is your file folder system right here. Okay, console is where you get errors and stuff. Okay, so you got tabs right here. You can tab between both. All right, before we get into doing anything, let's get familiar with the software. I want you guys to feel comfortable with it. Okay, don't let all the words overwhelm you. Okay, so if you can actually, you know, do whatever, right? You can move, you can take the game, you can drag it. Now I got 2 game splits. I could adjust it. I could adjust this. You know, play around with it, guys. Right? Maybe you want it like that. Maybe you don't want it like that. You could drag the game back beside scene. Right? And then you get full screen again. And then here you can swap between game and scene. Real easy. Scene is where is your working environment. This is where you're going to be doing all your work. Okay? So you're going to be on keyboard and mouse, right? So here's some little helpful hints on like zooming and panning around. I call this the world environment. Okay, so if you right click your mouse, now if you've done FPS games or run and gun games, you use your WASD keys a lot, right? So I'm pressing I'm right clicking on my mouse. I'm holding it. Look at that. With my WASD keys, I could zoom, pan. Whoa. Hold up. Lost my mouse. My cursor. Okay? Don't get carried away. You can actually I got a dual monitor set up, so I'm going a little wild with my cursor here. Okay, so the Q and the E is up and down. So Q is down, E is up. Okay, remember, I'm right clicking and holding. Okay, W's forward. Now the longer you hold it, the faster you move. Okay, now if you get lost in your environment, okay, let's say you get lost. Oh no, I don't know where to go. I'm lost. Help, help. Well, all you have to do is, we're on scenes here. I need hold up. There we go. That's what I need. So this is your hierarchy. So this is anything that's in the scene, okay, or your world environment. So we have the main camera that's inside the environment, and we have the directional light. You got these little up and down arrows. It's just no different than your pop outs or pull downs. Same thing as, File Explorer, right? You can minimize, you can maximize. Okay, so all you need to do, let's say you got lost. Okay, so I'm going to click my camera. Okay, all you have to do is hit the F button. F is focus. And no, it doesn't mean FO because you're stupid. No, it doesn't mean that. So you just hit F, right? So if I click my directional camera, I can hit F, zoom to that. If I go back to, or my directional light I meant, let's say I wanted to go back to my camera, F. Insta boom focus, okay? That's in case you get lost. Now you got these little hands here, right? You can put this up top here as well, okay? This is your move. No, this is your pan. You can pan with the hand right here, right? So I'm just left clicking and panning. You could do that as well. Pan around. We'll get stuff in this world and we'll do stuff soon, okay guys? Just want you guys to get comfortable, relaxed, and know the layouts, right? That's kind of key first, especially when you're learning new software. Okay, Visual Studio isn't even open right now. We don't even need it open. I'm going to close this. Need some coffee. Cheers. Let's make sure we're still talking here. I want to check the stream quickly, guys. Need some coffee? Cheers. We're golden. Perfect. Yes. Okay. Pitter patter, let's get back at her. Okay. So that's the hand. Now if you want to move objects are objects. It's pretty straightforward, right? A car is an object. A golf ball is an object. A Hot Wheels car is an object. A pencil is an object. A fly swatter is an object. Your clothes are objects. And when you're game programming, because you'll hear the word object as well in coding. You need an object so that you can run methods and or functions. Okay, methods are part of classes. That's why functions are called methods, because functions are inside your class. Okay, so you'll hear the terms function, method. Unity has their own built-in methods. We're going to use them as well. Okay, Visual Studio, the system, using system namespace, they have a lot of built-in methods that you get used to when you're learning C++ or C#. You'll learn. I recommend you kind of go deep into the coding so you understand variables, you understand how it's stored, where it's stored, heap and stack, how code is run. Yes, code goes line by line, but it also can jump around depending on functions. Learning about classes, learning about inheritance, classes, creating your methods or your functions, and creating an object. The object makes the magic happen, so that you need an object to run a function. Okay, so that's kind of the gist of it. Again, I have a link in the how to install Unity and Visual Studio. If you need to learn C#, I recommend Mike. Mike's a pretty good guy to learn from. I mean, there's numerous sites you can learn from. I mean, the world's your oyster, guys. Literally, it's like the internet has gone so big, you don't even really, I've gone to college, but when you get older, I'm not going to go back to college again and pay student loans all over again. I already did that once. That was stupid. Okay? But anyways, I don't mean to call it stupid. I like the fact I have an education. Otherwise, I would just be a dumb country boy. No offense, country boys. I love country. All right? I'm just good at math and love gaming and that. Anyways, I hope you guys are good. No offense. I love you. I loves y'alls. I loves y'alls. Okay. And I'm still down to earth and country myself. Okay. So, what else can we talk about? So when I talked about objects, I click this move. This is a move. You could actually use your QWERTY keys, QWERTY. So watch this. That's Q, W, watch it move. E, R, T, Y. Q, W, E, R, T, Y. Pretty cool, huh? So this is a rotate an object, rotate tool. This is a move tool. Again, I've used AutoCAD, so learning these kind of methods or whatever is not new for me. Scale, you can scale an object. That's why I can learn Unity really quick, because of my drafting background. Okay, rect tool, rectangular, and transform tool. We won't use these too much, but mostly we'll use the pan, the move. If I want to see an object, so this is your XYZ. Okay, let's do this. Let's talk about XYZ. Okay, this is the camera. Okay, so blue. So just get this in your brain. Okay, blue is forward. Okay, that is your, let me make sure I get this right. Blue is your Z. I know it messes with your brain a little bit, but if you're good at math and you understand X and Y coordinates in math, well, just look at it like this logically. Okay, when you're looking at a 2D object, X is horizontal, right? Right? We're facing it. We're standing and facing it. Okay, so this is obviously negative X, right? I believe. We'll have to confirm that, but I'm obviously facing. Let's maybe look in the direction. Let's say we are the camera. Okay, just so you guys understand. Okay, X is positive going to the right. X is negative going to the left. Y is vertical, right? So X horizontal, Y is vertical. Z is you're walking. So whenever you're walking on the planet Earth, you're walking in the Z direction, or Z. Z, Z, potato, potato, tomato, tomato, it doesn't matter. It all cooks the same. It all cooks the same, boys and girls. Okay, so there you go. There's your breakdown. Red is X, green is Y, and blue is Z. ZZ. Okay? All right. So again, I'll click the move tool if I want to locate an object, or if I want to locate an object that I need, I'm gonna click it here in the hierarchy. All right, I'm trying to make this, easy and as simple for you guys to learn. Let's learn the overall software itself before we actually do anything. Right? It's just gonna make life easier. Okay, again, this is our file explorer, right? Essentially, if you think of it, Windows File Explorer system. You're used to that, right? Linux and Mac, they're gonna have a file system. Okay, so this is your file system. Okay, you can actually add folders and such here too. Okay, so this is basically anything that's in. Obviously we have an empty world right now. We have a scene, which is a sample scene. That's what we're looking at right now. Packages, I wouldn't worry about that. That's all kind of internal built-in stuff, right? We're not going to really use that much. So you can keep that closed. For the most part, we're going to be doing stuff in assets. We're going to be adding folders. Okay? So at the bottom here, just hold up, guys. For the most part, okay. It sucks I have to check here once in a while and make sure you guys can hear me. So worried about that. Okay, so down here, you could actually, there's a line here. You can move, you could actually minimize or maximize, right? Your assets. You can see what's happening there. Okay. Again, back to your layout. If you change your layout and you mess with it, don't be scared, guys. Okay? Don't be worried. All right? Maybe you did something derpy like that. You don't have to worry. Just click default. Boom. Done. So these are all your presets. Okay? 2x3, 4x split. This is your 3 views. Like drafting, you'll learn the 3 views, right? default, and then you have a tall view, right? Which is kind of nice if you want to split your scene in your game, right? When you actually run it, your game is what you'll see. The scene is where you do all the magic. It's where you do all your work. Okay? And then you can drag and drop these tabs, no problem. You can switch between them, not a problem. And then let's go wide, okay? Which is kind of a good one too. And there, right? Wide is good as well, right? Actually, I don't mind that too much. You could actually adjust it a little bit as well if you needed to. So you're going to use your hierarchy. You're going to use your project assets a lot. Right here is like a preview of assets. So if I click scenes, now I can see assets and scenes. Okay? Just a little preview. Okay? And then I have my own. So you can save your layout, guys. Okay? So once you set it up, I created this one. It's called custom default. Okay, this is my layout. You guys do you. If you want to copy my layout, hey, by all means. I don't mind at all. I'm here to help, guys. Okay? All right, more coffee. Cheers. I'm going to end this stream soon because I want to kind of do this in parts. Right? I don't want to overwhelm you guys with too much. Half an hour videos, not too bad, right? Most of you guys can handle a half an hour video. What else? What else can we do? Let's see. So we talked about a few of the main things. Okay, don't worry about these right now. Okay, you don't just ignore it. Right? Put it all in ignore. Okay, here. So we haven't talked about the inspector, and then we'll finish up. What is the inspector? Okay, well, the inspector is, I'm going to click an object. Okay, so these are considered as objects. Your camera is an object inside your world. It's just like anything. You drop money on the ground. That's an object in your world. Right? That makes sense? It totally does, right? Directional light, that's an object. Okay? You don't actually see it when you're running it or playing it, right? The camera's for you're the viewer, the one that's watching the game or watching the video. You're the viewer. Your eyes are the camera. Okay? And then you got directional light. You need lighting so you can get shadows and such on your objects and get effects. Right? That's what the directional light's for. That's your sun, guys. Okay? S-U-N. Okay? We lost it. Where are you? Okay, that's your sun. Right? Okay, so every object has properties, right? It has a location in the world, a position, X, Y, and Z. We've already talked about X, Y, and Z. And the reason it looks different is because it's not like your Y is kind of tilted and your Z axis is tilted. Well, so here's the imagination, right? You have to imagine. This is being rotated on the X axis. Okay, so imagine the red line is the pivot point. Okay, so when you pivot Y and Z, you're pivoting on the X axis. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So here it has a rotation on the X of 50 and a Y rotation of negative 30. Again, you can go positive, negative 30, but going backwards would be 270 minus 30, right? 240 degrees, right? Would be the same, right? 240, I believe. I don't know. Probably messed that up. Yeah, I did a little bit. That's fine. You're gonna have to do a little bit of thinking, right? So it can get a little bit tricky because every object has their own position and location. And when you're doing the coding, you kind of have to figure out the references. So I'm kind of learning that too right now, is when you do your code, where are the values being referenced off of? Okay, I'm going to talk about that more, and we're going to try to learn and figure it out together. Okay, so don't worry about all this other stuff too much. I just zoomed it so you can see it. Let's go back to our camera. Our camera, the same thing. It has a position. It could have a rotation. You can scale it on your X, Y, and Z. And then again, you got all these values here, but you don't need to worry about them. I would just minimize them and just ignore them. I wouldn't really mess with it until you kind of get a better understanding of what is what. Field of view. Well, most of you guys know what field of view is, right? If you're an FPS gamer, you most likely your field of views, well, I forget, man. Was it 90 or something now, or 120? You want a 120 FOV? Anyways, and then you got perspectives. You got orthographic perspective or orthographic view, and you got a perspective view. Okay, both of those are different. If you need to, just you could actually just Google search or Bing search perspective, maybe 3D perspective and 3D orthographic views or something, some kind of search like that, just to get images of what the differences are between perspective and orthographic views. Okay, guys, let's leave it at that. I hope that helps. Hope you guys have a sunny day. Appreciate every single one of you watching. I'm going to stay tuned for more, guys. We're not done. We're just beginning. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Again, the inspector, just quickly, it's like your properties. Just think of it as properties of your object. Okay? Right? Inspector, my W button is starting to fail on my keyboard here. I don't know why. It sucks. So, yeah. Inspector is your properties. They're the properties of your object. Let's just leave it at that. Thank you for watching. I hope you're having an awesome day. And let's see, how do we end this? Yeah. We need something cool to say about Unity and that, because Unity's awesome. Thank you, Unity, for the availability of the software. And same thing with Visual Studio. You guys are all awesome. Hopefully I could pay it back in the future. So yeah, code or design, Unity design safe. I know that was kind of lame. I'll think about it, guys. All right, I'll talk to you guys. We'll see you in the next video. Take care for now. Peace out.